Look at our incredibly productive farm. A lot of wool and a lot of things happening. Today the plan is to sell the corn that we have. Apparently it's at its best price, and then we jump through February pretty fast to get into March, where we start some field work again. Welcome back everyone to another episode of the Countryside Lands. I'm just returning here with my tractor from last time. What amazing episode last time. We got our one of the major goals, the grain mill, and the thing is, I want to move the grain into that as soon as I can, and then sell the corn that we have, as it is at its best at the moment. Not for long, it's going down though, but yeah, then it's, you know, we have to have 12,000 to get into February. I don't actually know how much we're gonna get, but at least I think it's gonna be enough. If not, then I think I'm gonna have to go for straw. And then there isn't much to do in February. We do get some subsidy money, but it helps a little bit, but it's not a major thing. And then in March we start doing oats in at least 2 fields. So let me just, I'll just leave it here for a while. And I need the grain trailer. It's up there. I'll get out of here for a little bit. It's always nice to stay a little bit in the cab. All right. Yeah, I think this field here behind us, that's cover cropped at the moment. It's going to become oats. Tiny is going to be corn. That is in April. And then the newest field, 84 up there, is going to be oats as well. So we just keep getting in that grain to turn into flour and then bread. I'm just really excited to see how it all shakes out. You know what, actually? I'll take a few trips with this to the new thing first, and I think we can do that in a time lapse, right? Alright. Now the last trip was about 3 trips with oats. That's amazing. I mean, we did have 3 fields of it, so no wonder really. But almost full trips as well with the wheat and the barley, so I cannot guess how much we're gonna get from this. I did take a look a little bit on the production. It's so much faster than the small one. I think it does about 12,000 cycles a month compared to 43 or something. And it's, I haven't looked at it really, but I think it might be, what is it called? Oh no, sorry, I wasn't looking at where I was driving, and I managed to drive into a tree 2 meters away from the road. Well, you know, I don't know the ratio, if that's better or not, but the speed is what's worth it, I think. Don't think there's going to be a bottleneck. Now the real bottleneck is the bakery, and that is decent, you know, that means we stockpile things. Now maybe I don't need to be producing that much grain on the farm anymore then. We'll just have to see. Excess grain can always go to something else. I don't really have plans to do more animals. You know, definitely not chickens. Or I don't have anything against them, it's just I feel like it's done every time. So I wanted to do something different. Even though it's not a big deal. But yeah. And also chickens are kind of starter thing, and we're far into the middle of the gameplay, sorta. I wouldn't say we're late game yet, we haven't upgraded our tractors or anything, but... And like, what is late game farming simulator either way, you know? Biggest machinery, largest fields maybe, but... It's all just a simple simulator, literally. Yeah. So, now it is just... corn that we need to sell. Last time I checked it was best at the station, but it might be changed now. It was still going down from the top, but it's not going to be peaking until June next, and then it's not even going to be as good. So, and also we need the money. This is the best thing to sell to fund our financing deals. 31. We need 2 trips, I think. Right? This is just 18. 18,000 liters, 14, 15, 16, 17, yeah, 18.5. Now, let's take a look also at this here. So let's just, yeah, it's 30 against 22, isn't this in there? Okay, it's the same ratio. Okay, it's 480, sorry. Oh yeah, it's 10 times better. Sorry, I was looking at different things. 12,000 oats, yeah. It's 10 times faster. And speaking of here, this is so far off. Is there a way for me to take this out? I want to sell this grain mill as soon as I can, but I won't do it if there's 24,000 liters of wheat in there. So that's like 20,000 liters of flour, which in turn, just for the numbers, yeah, that's about 10,000 liters of bread. So yeah. Oh, I was going to check this. Yeah, it's a lot of waste if I sell the grain mill, the old grain mill. Corn. That is still... No, yes, it is. Still best at the station. And if I recall, that's the one by field 1. Yeah, that's the one we were just coming from earlier, or the start of the episode. So yeah. Now, the animal feed field, as I've been calling it, that is gonna get clovers again, and that is, I think, is plantable in April. So you know, there's no field work until March, and that is the oats. Now, of course, field work means a lot of work. It's seeding, rolling, fertilizing, maybe liming even. Not the newest field, I don't think, but one of the older fields I need to lime, probably. Or did I do that recently on 89? Or 81, sorry. Can't remember. I'll have to take a look, but... I probably could take a look while this guy is going so slow up the hill. Let's go pH. Yeah, this could do with an update, I think. Yeah, it's getting grayed out. Oh no, don't crash into the cliffs, or the rocks, really. Yeah, it's fading out, sorta, so... But I guess like 6.5 is definitely within reason. I'm not sure for that crop, yeah, not the crop type, the soil type. I can take a run over it and see. I think the game automatically adjusts for it. Alright. 3,000, oh no. Don't drive into the thing. Yeah, what is it, about 3,200 or so for the per 1,000. So this is, what would that be? Like 40, like 30. I can't do the math right now. Is it 52 or something? Yes, definitely. We're gonna get into March this month. Oh man. Okay, it was 24. I don't know how I got... Was it only 2,000 then? It's 1.3. That makes sense. I might have been calculating correctly, but I wasn't thinking of the right numbers. You know what? Let me take this route actually this time. Also, why is this skidding? Feels like something is hitting the ground on this tractor. Yeah, I've never been here. Never actually. Maybe driven down that road there, but I mean, I guess what is this, 47th episode or something? Pretty far, you know. We've been driving around the map for a while, but there are places we've never seen. It's just a nice map, and I just picked it kind of randomly. I just looked at it, didn't really take a tour of it before, but I've come to really like it. It's got a little bit of everything, and I like, you know, acquiring the businesses in the map, you know, so that we can. Yeah, it's still good. You look, we're missing 100. Sorry, I was talking about another thing. Yeah, you know, buying sort of up the businesses in the town, in the map, in the community. I think it's kind of fun. Yeah, like I said, the goals for this series are these fields here, both sides of us, I think, right now, these empty ones. The grain mill was one of them, but that's acquired now. Canning factory, that is sort of like a loose goal. It might be too far off, but we'll see, you know. If I can, I'll buy it, but I don't know, maybe I should buy the smaller one once I sell the grain mill. But at the rate that it's producing, it's going to be a year or two in game before it's empty. But yeah, I think I've calculated it to 12,000 roughly euros to jump into between the months, and pretty soon some of these financing deals are gonna, you know, come through, if that makes sense. I'm gonna stop paying for them, and especially the vegetable equipment, because I only took that for 6 months, and I think by March or April that should be out of the question, which means it frees up a lot of our cash flow. Alright, this is about 15,000 maybe, if I'm just guessing quickly. But it's decent yield for 2 fields, was it? Now it's going to take a few more years to pay for those fields. Yeah, 17, and then we're at 19 almost in total. But yeah, I was saying something. 50,000 almost. Like I said originally, I accidentally guessed, you know, the wrong thing. Also, hold on. Is this a thing we can buy? Oh no. This is the chocolate factory. I think the other episode, don't remember if I included it, but there is milk. Let me show you here. No, goat milk. Milk can be sold at the chocolate factory, but this is it. It doesn't show on the map. So it might be a mod that I don't have activated. But yeah. Oh. That's interesting. Or it's a bug or something, I'm not sure. Now, the plan, like I said, is to get into February. We have been... oh, whoa. Yeah, we've been dilly-dallying in January for long enough. Now, this is enough money to get us straight into March, but there are a few things I want to do in February, like what is it called? Feeding the animals, just refilling a few things. Just drop it here. Yeah, there are... oh, there's a tomato pallet over there. This here should be done in a bit. So yeah, let me finish the thoughts before I jump over. I think I had like 4 thoughts in the last 3 seconds. Yeah, I need to feed or refill a little bit of hay for the meat cows. I'll just keep this here on the screen while I'm talking about it. These are good Water and grass is fine. Cows, these are the meat cows. Actually, these might be soon ready to sell. But you see, they're 1,000. And the older the calves get, the faster they eat. And the same goes for TMR for our dairy cows. But also look, is this the top price? No, hold on, look. I get more from lower age. I guess that's realistic. Yeah, look at that. Selling this one is better than selling the oldest one. I guess that's for you know, it's like a calf sort of, or a, you know what I mean, I think. So was I right? Nope. All right, that's beautiful. We only went down 7. That means some of these things might be not be paying for anymore. Yeah, it is. Look at that. Vegetable planters, no financing. This still has financing. I did take it for a long while because, sure, I guess. 1.7 thousand. This has done with financing. They were also the highest because they were the shortest time. What else did we... I think I've done this recently, but I cannot remember. I do know the shredder is. Is this a thing? Nope. Definitely not this. It's probably cheap. Yeah, it still has 5 more months, so that is 2,300 roughly a month. I need to attach this here, and that was bought on sale. Yeah, there's probably some other things, but yeah, good. We are starting to see the benefit of financing. What's this one? No. Okay, I'm not gonna spend the episode doing this, but I'm just curious. This was not. This came with farm. Yeah. Now there's, yeah, like I said, nothing to do other than feed the animals. Now, actually, I won't use this one. I need to use this one because it has the front loader. And also, I'll just do the TMR first since it's all lined up. Nope. All right, and throw them in there. Just take all, probably. All right, good. I'll bring it out somewhere so that I can start refilling it soon. There's no rush to do it now, but also maybe it is the best time to do it now because of all the field work ahead of us. If I can even pull this with this tractor. Yeah, sorry. Farming at work here. My apologies. Yeah, I'll just station it somewhere here. And then I'll get onto that maybe later on. But now I need to bring a hay bale. I guess I can bring the water thing as well. Let me just fetch that. Oh, it's frozen over. Can I refill? No, don't do that. Alright. Oh. Not the best angle to do this at. Yeah. And it's frozen over. So yeah, I can't do that. I will have to just bring the hay over. Now this is actually getting kind of close here. Thinking of, you know, the amount of hay we have left. I did think about, you know, how much the new animals and calves and whatnot and lambs would be eating, but I probably underestimated that. But yeah, let me run over there and feed them. Yeah, I think that is it then. Did the TMR already? Isn't the winter time just beautiful? There's something about it. I don't know. Everything's just resting for the time being. Alright, direct delivery. Oh, this has never gone better. It maybe. No, yes, never. Now, I want to take a look at these cows here. I'm thinking of selling the oldest ones. Does this grayed out thing mean? No, okay. So I'm thinking here. Yeah, look. Oh, puberty is the green one. Okay, never mind. So, if I want to keep producing them, I can't do it exponentially if I sell them. You know. But this is gonna have not a lamb. That would be interesting. This is gonna have a calf in a month. I think so. Puberty is growing differently. Is that because they missed something? Not sure. Now this is 4 months away. I can't remember now the numbers here. Did they go down in price? Can't remember. I think actually I'll have to follow this a little bit. I think this went down. I might have to check the tape, as they say, but 1 more month at least. Won't sell this one, and then I'll sell this one now, I guess, or these two. How much if I just do it now? How much does it cost me to move them? No, I'm selling these. Only $100 that I lose. Not a dollar even, euros. Actually, I won't sell them. I don't need the money. I'm sure we're gonna lose some money, but the calf we get from them in 4 months or so is gonna be worth more. So I'll leave them alone. And let me take a look at my notes. It was move to February, feed meat cows and feed the dairy cows. And sell straw if needed, but I don't need that. And then move to March. Alright, I guess we are free to do more field work. Alright, now look at that, if you can catch it. No more space for wool. I forgot to move that. Alright, it is really bugging me about this. Let me do this guy. I think I actually might have to acquire the spinnery, because this is too much. Also, I took a look at the grain mill and production and everything. It is almost out of wheat at least, and might be out of barley by now. Now I should be able to produce a little bit more wool. I'll just where do I put this? I can just put it, I guess, here. Yeah, look, we have 2 pallets of fabric. Now there is this thing about not filling this one up if I'm gonna be acquiring this spinnery. Right. That is what, 190 or something. Spinnery, that is 180. That doesn't feel any further away than anything else, really. Yeah. Good, we do still have 2,000 there. Now, I was going to show you this here. This is out of wheat, yeah, and a lot of barley. I was talking about scaling down the grain production, but with this, things we've been stockpiling for the last year, it's already out. I think we're gonna have to scale it up, if anything. Now, the field work that awaits, that is to cultivate the field called Tiny, and just start seeding oats into 81 and 84. So that is going to take a while. I can't remember if mulching them into the ground is of any benefit. I don't think so. It might be in real life, but I'm not sure how far this game takes it. Actually, before I continue here, I'll take this tractor down to fetch the seed pallet we have down there. But yeah, with these oat fields coming in here now, I'm not sure actually if oats or barley or wheat, which one is the most efficient flour production sort of thing. But there's always the caveat, I guess, with the yield it can provide us. if, let's say, the oats are the least efficient, but they are the most efficient yield-wise, maybe that offsets it. There's probably countless of tests and things done on this, and the files probably tell us that, but I'm just going to keep doing this because overall it's going to improve the yield because of the crop rotation. So having the variety is always good. Look at that bread. Hold on. I think I need to move this out of the way. What? Yeah, it's already... let me entertain you. No. I don't know why that song always gets into my head. I'm just gonna try to pull them... No! That went as wrong as it could have. Okay. What I'm gonna have to do here... Yeah, I'm just gonna have to take 2 trips or paths of this. Alright, let's put them together here. I'm gonna push them just through here. Oh, that's gonna be... What am I doing? Pressing all the wrong buttons. Okay, this is gonna be a mess to pick up later. Yeah. That's gonna be a fun little time-lapse later. I'll just keep them down here because there's no need for me. I think I might actually be able to sell them down the road. That's at least what I did last time. Yeah, just get it out of the road. Good. Yeah, lift that please, and yeah. So I was on the way to get the seeds, so let me bring those back to the farm. You know what I just realized now? It's March. That means honey is ripe for selling. Oh man, can we handle that money? And then April soon is gonna be the fabric. That is alone 30,000 plus bonuses. So yeah. What an achievement we've made here. I think every season now, every selling season is gonna be crazy. But that is because we've been acquiring, you know, fields and assets and whatnot every day, basically. I don't need to go here. Actually, I'll put it down here. The seeder is back here. Oh, it's the wrong tractor as well. I thought I had done that before, you know. Let's run over here. It's not canola, it is oats. There you go. Yeah, I'll just refill it first. Okay, what am I doing? Okay, this is a horrible thing to try to reverse. It's like a semi-dolly, feels like. There's an extra flexible part. Okay, I don't know, I'm just wasting time here. I will do one of the fields myself. Oh, I do have to remember to do the corn as well. Can this guy do the cultivator on tiny? I know it's a little bit hilly. But it's small, so it shouldn't be, even though it takes a little bit longer, it shouldn't be a problem. Now, that's the question. Where is the cultivator? Oh, it's the large one there. Oh, I was thinking of a small one. I don't know if we can pull it. We'll see, I suppose. It can barely pull the weight of it as is, let alone, you know, spiking it into the ground. Oh god, no, 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 no. Oh, of course. Yeah, I'm just, in the interest of time, I'm gonna put the worker on the headlands here, or not the headlands. I think you start seeding the rows. Just to, wait, did I put the worker on accidentally? Yeah, don't do that yet. 81 is going from barley to oats after oilseed. Nice, that is perfect. AI worker, can I? No. Okay, I'm not gonna come close to this. You do ups and down first, and yeah. That way I can just test the cultivator out on this little guy here. The little guy does the tiny with a large cultivator. It's interesting to see how that works. The reason I'm cultivating this is because the planter is not a direct planter and needs to prepare the ground. Uphill and everything. This is an extraordinary event. It is pulling it. Now it is in just under the double digit of speed, but I think it's incredibly valuable to have two tractors working, even if one of them is extremely slow. Alright, now that's two fields, or one seeded and one ready already, or ready soon. I was gonna plant the corn, but on the way up there I realized it's April, so it's in April. It's March by now, or right now, or something. I don't know. I'm gonna put a worker in here again, and you shall be free to work. And now I need actually this guy back. Yeah, I don't know if 80 something liters of seeds are going to be enough, but we'll see. I will have to finish the oats either way, because you know it's oh yeah, all the seeds we have are locked in there. Look at him there. You can see him in the distance. Amazing. Yeah. Now, the reason I am putting a worker on there really is that I need this guy to start transporting the hay. What hay? What? The honey. I was thinking of straw and also honey, so I think just hay somehow formed there. Anyway, now actually, no, hold on. I don't need all of that. Don't need this guy. And it doesn't need to be like that. It's never gonna be picked up. There we go. Now, honey. I think it's actually better if yeah, I'll use the Heinrich because it is more vertical when it lifts. This one is a little bit diagonal, if that makes sense. And yeah, Oh, look at that, 6 pallets and almost, or the start of the 7th. How heavy is that? There's a lot of glass usually in this, and honey isn't the lightest material. Oh no. You can't lift it. I don't know how heavy the back of this forklift is, but it's definitely keeping up with this. So 6,000 liters of honey, plus I'm guessing like 150 milliliters. Okay, 45. Not bad though. Now I think last time I took this to the port, so let's take a look at, actually, no, I'll just use this one. I've already loaded it here, and it's not really that big of a difference, you know, in driving them down there. Alright. Price of honey. Honey that is best in the port, or at the port, by just a little bit, but it's still best. There we go. Then I don't need this even at all. I'll align this trailer a little roughly, and then go get the honey there. I think this is the first selling that we have had of the honey since we upgraded the honey production into at least 4 beehives. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Is that going to be a problem now? Almost flipped the trailer. Wait, yes, thank you. Nope, wrong button. Yeah, I'm just looking at the farm, trying to drive at the same time. Definitely a good plan. Yeah, pretty decent. Any day now, these 2 fields here to the left and the right are also going to be in our possession. Also, there's one thing I keep forgetting. The larger tractor needs repairs. And since I have the money now, and I'm going to get even more now from the honey, I should really prioritize that. It's going to cost about 15,000 euros to get that. Also, while I'm driving past here, let me scoop up this bale here. Oh. Yeah, this field here. Actually, I was thinking a little bit of doing more animals. This would be a nice place to put them. One of the reasons I decided not to really was because I didn't have the land. I had totally forgotten about the field there. Plot number 1. Yeah, I don't know what animals. I don't think I really would have the time for horses, you know, to ride them and whatnot. We're getting we're getting more and more busy with our fields, and even if we acquire more fields, we're gonna get even more busier. Well, at any rate, let's see how much it's. Oh no. Of course I did that. Okay. Not very crazy, but this is about 11,000. Right? Yeah. Yeah, roughly 11.4 maybe. I mean, it's better than nothing. It almost pays for the repairs alone. Yeah, animals are a pretty nice passive sort of thing. You tend to them maybe twice a year, maybe 3 times depending on the population. Now, I think goats are pretty good. I already have sheep. One thing actually would be to just go for chickens, but we need the grain for the bread. Yeah, I think goats that just eat the ground essentially would be a thing. Pigs, I don't think that is very elaborate sort of endeavor. So yeah, maybe, and even, you know, goat's milk is gonna help us a little bit more here with acquiring even more money. But yeah, this guy here needs to actually get on rolling, and I will have a little bit of a think on that during the time lapse there. If everything lines up nice, I'll also roll that field. So, drop this off here. Oh, also there's the TMR that needs to happen. Let's take a look at that just now, I think, before I start rolling. That means I can actually get straight into the rolling of both fields, you know, if I let the worker continue a little bit more. Alright, now, if let me see, I need about 50-50 or 25-25 of hay and, what is it called? Silage. So that is 3,500 liters. I will just put it here. Inside, please. Okay, I can't see what I'm doing. So the hay that we have here. Yeah, just get into it. Oh, that's about the same as the the one bale. Yeah, that's good. So I'll just do one of these. That means we are done with everything for now. Oh. Now it's just a little bit of straw. And a very little amount of additive. 3,000, yeah, that shouldn't even be that much, you know. I'll just put like 10% if I can, yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be a small mixture, but it's gonna be a mixture, which is the most important thing. Yeah, this means we have way more straw than we actually need, and with the grains we are growing, we're gonna have even more. So I guess I'm gonna stick to the larger bales, keep these for the additive, and not the additive. Wait, this is a TMR already? Yeah, this just adds volume, I guess, to it. That's pretty nice then. Yeah, I guess I can just leave it here. I don't need to feed them at the moment. Alright, yeah, he's further on. He's about to start the headlands, I think, in a bit. So let me go over. Actually, I'll put this front loader here away. I think I'm getting these words correctly now. Front loader and forklift. But yeah. Alright, this shouldn't take too long, but it's not gonna take too short either, if that makes sense. Oh, not that. There we go. Alright. Now, I'm just gonna run down to service this tractor because it is at completely nothing. Yeah, well, that's pretty much everything done that I'm thinking of, or that I think I can manage in one episode. It's been a while. We have seeded 2 fields and rolled them. We also sold a lot of things. I think next time we will maybe, I don't know if we have to continue in May or March. Maybe April will be the start, but I'll have to take a look at that. In case there's anything I forget, you know. But yeah, very, very happy with the progress so far. Now, the animals that I was talking about, that is something I might take a look at between episodes. No rush, really. Now, yeah. It might help, might not. Maybe I'll save up for the other thing. So repair is up to 16,000 now. Oh man. In any case, I wanted to thank you very much for watching, and I hope that you enjoyed and that you join next time when we continue with some field work. I think we need to plant corn, wheat, and fertilize and everything. So a lot to do, and then we are very close to reaching all of our goals, I think. Remember to like and subscribe on your way out, and thank you very much. Take care. Goodbye.